Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. Sometimes the most obvious choice is the correct choice. Now, let's talk about the June 8th edition of Monday Night Raw from Paris. Also, talking about the King of the Ring, because we now know that Seth Rollins has lost. So, my original pick for the main event of SummerSlam Night 2, which would have been Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, now seems to be in jeopardy because Seth Rollins cannot win the King of the Ring tournament. Now, some people are saying that's good that Seth Rollins is out because he was the obvious winner and everyone knew he was going to win. Well, now you're left with less than good options unless you just have Obafemi win. Now, Obafemi is going to face Dominic Mysterio. Obafemi is going to absolutely dominate and destroy Dominic Mysterio. And then on the other side, potentially who's going to come out of there is either going to be Jey Uso or LA Knight, and they're going to face Javon Evans. Now, if Jey Uso wins, you're going to get Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. If LA Knight wins, you're going to get LA Knight versus Roman Reigns. That's if Jey Uso and LA Knight win because they have a fatal four-way, and then Jey Uso or LA Knight will win that fatal four-way. They'll face Javon Evans. Obafemi will face Dominic Mysterio, and their winner will face at Night of Champions, I think. And then, obviously, the winner of the King of the Ring gets a title match at SummerSlam. And so Jey Uso would pick Cody Rhodes under the guidance of Roman Reigns that they need the WWE Undisputed Championship in the bloodline. If LA Knight wins, obviously, he's going after Roman Reigns. Now, LA Knight versus Roman Reigns, I like that match. But I don't think that is a big enough option for the main event of a two-night PLE being the second biggest show of the year, maybe third behind Royal Rumble at SummerSlam. Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes should happen on a Saturday night's main event or a Monday Night Raw or a Friday Night SmackDown. I don't understand the obsession that WWE has with Jey Uso. He has a great entrance. He's entertaining. He's a good tag team wrestler, but he cannot hack it as a main event, true main event wrestler. He fucks up, he botches, his matches aren't good enough, he's not crisp enough. There's no reason to keep putting him in these big time matches. If Obafemi loses to Jey Uso in the finals, a lot of people are going to give up on the company because Obafemi is an absolute superstar. The reactions he's gotten on this European tour have been incredible. Also, just the fans in Europe make the shows so much better. They're so into it. I remember when I was an independent professional wrestler and I was wrestling all over Europe, just the excitement and the energy you have as a wrestler when you know the crowd is going to be fucking awesome. You give that extra oomph and that extra intensity and you go a little extra harder because you know you're doing it for fans that really fucking care about what you're doing. And boy, do they care about Obafemi. So I'm not really interested. I like LA Knight a lot. I think LA Knight has the potential to be a world champion. There's always been this debate about LA Knight or Sami Zayn, who's going to be world champion first. It shocks me that Jey Uso was the first of the three to win a world title because I think he's the worst of the three. Then I pick LA Knight, then Sami Zayn, then Jey Uso. But it looks like Jey Uso might win King of the Ring. He might beat Obafemi to win King of the Ring, which again would be an absolutely atrocious choice. Now, I don't mind LA Knight winning the King of the Ring, but I just don't think that's a big enough match for SummerSlam. I think it should be a triple threat match. Gunther, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, WWE Undisputed Championship, night one of SummerSlam, and I thought it should have been Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, night two of SummerSlam. Those should have been the big time matchups, and then you have the third and final installment of Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's career is on the line. But this could be an option. Think about this. So Obafemi wins the King of the Ring. Boom. He beats Jey Uso. He beats LA Knight. Doesn't matter. Obafemi is the King of the Ring. And so Obafemi decides he wants to face Cody Rhodes in night one of SummerSlam. And Obafemi beats Cody in his very first time challenging for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So Obafemi wins King of the Ring. Then Obafemi challenges Cody Rhodes night one SummerSlam, beats Cody Rhodes. Immediately after that, Brock comes out and challenges Oba for the title at night 2. And Oba says, only if you put your career on the line, because I'm sick and tired of being around you, Brock Lesnar. I got to get you off my back and excel like the person and the wrestler that I know I can. And so Brock comes out. He challenges Oba Femi right after Oba Femi beats Cody Rhodes. We haven't seen Brock Lesnar since he beat Oba Femi. Now he just comes out right after Oba Femi beats Cody Rhodes to become the new WWE Undisputed Champion. He challenges him. Oba says only if you put your career on the line. So then we have our night 2 main event, which is made immediately during the end of night 1. And so you have the main event of night 2 being Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, career versus title. And that SummerSlam show, main event of night 2, ends with Oba retaining the WWE Undisputed Championship and retiring Brock Lesnar at night 2. Now that is some fucking good shit right there. Will WWE do that? Most likely not. Most likely they'll have Jey Uso win and beat Oba Femi for some odd reason, and then we'll have another Jey Uso Cody Rhodes match where the Bloodline will get involved and Cody Rhodes will retain. And where will Gunther and Sami Zayn be? Who knows? Who knows? Or the Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Sami Zayn feud will continue. We'll get that as the main event of night 1. LA Knight will win the King of the Ring somehow because Brock Lesnar will interfere with Oba Femi, and then they'll have their match. And that's how LA Knight wins. And then you'll see LA Knight challenge and lose to Roman Reigns and probably the main event of SummerSlam, which would be night 1. And then the triple threat would be night 2. At least that's what I see potentially happening. Obviously, the best option is Oba Femi winning King of the Ring and doing that whole storyline that I just laid out with beating Cody Rhodes, challenging Brock Lesnar, beating Brock Lesnar, retiring Brock Lesnar, and being the WWE Undisputed Champion, leaving SummerSlam. So, and then the other most important thing that happened on the June 8th edition of Monday Night Raw was we saw Chad Gable. Which WWE has a very, very important job here to make Chad Gable into the superstar that we all know he could be and can be. And so SummerSlam should not end. It would be embarrassing if SummerSlam ended and Chad Gable was not the Intercontinental Champion. He comes out, he saves Rey Mysterio, puts the mask back, gives him back the mask, is apologizing to everyone. But with all that, Chad Gable's an absolute fucking beast and a legend. He's in great shape. He can do it all. He's a superstar, and WWE has to capitalize on that immediately, and that means giving him the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, letting him have a fantastic run, a really dominant run with that. And then 2027, Chad Gable becomes a world champion in WWE. So I thought the June 8th edition of Monday Night Raw was pretty good. It always seems better because the European crowds are fucking awesome. But some interesting choices with King of the Ring. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully it's not Jey Uso. Hopefully it's Oba Femi. But we'll see what WWE wants to do. And we'll continue talking about it here on this channel. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Cheers.